to Acupuncture Connections. You made it in, we're open, we finally got the right equipment so that we can serve you better. So we have glasses, safety precautions, gloves, masks for not only us, but for you too, so that you can have a super safe experience while you're here in the clinic. So what I want to do is, we had to rethink this. Come on inside. Come on in. We had to think and rethink the entire clinical experience. The model that we had before didn't serve you well enough. So we had to rethink and think about how we can serve our population. People that are either immune compromised, either elderly or pregnant. We wanted to have the right experience so that it's safe. So we had to look at the flow. We had to look at where our beds were, how far away they were, individual rooms, and kind of reimagine what we have now today. So this first video, what I wanted to do was produce a tour of the clinic so that you understand some of the flow and how we're going to be doing things. First off, the reception area, the lobby area has changed considerably. We've marked the floor, as you can see, down on the floor, on the left, the right. The reception area, we are closing off altogether. So we're taking this reception area and we're doing a mini one outside, and you can see the following videos of how we will be doing things differently and how we will be meeting you, and introduce a service that we're going to be doing, which is card to table, card to treatment area, direct, so that you don't have to touch anything, and that there's stations and sanitary stations along the way so that you can glove up, you can mask up, and that you have a safe, enjoyable experience. So come on over. I just want to go through the reception area here. So we've pretty much wrapped these chairs up. We're not going to have anybody sit in these chairs. So if somebody accidentally does, then we can take it off and launder it, but it's a clear sign that somebody cannot sit there. We have also taken away our prized break room, and we've renamed it to be West 1. So we have West and we have East. East meets West. I know it's cheesy, but anyway, we'll take a look at this room here. It's a room that has 4 walls and it's safe. This is a perfect environment for somebody that's really concerned about their immune system. Not that we aren't, but this is a room that somebody that's elderly or immune compromised will do very well with, and will bring them right in and out, okay? And on the floor here, you have the hand sanitation areas where you'll throw away your gloves when you come in. We'll talk about that more in other videos, but this is where you'll put your personal things and items here on this mat so that it's not on a shelf and that it's easy to disinfect, and then it's also a safe experience as well. Come on over, we'll come over and I'll show you some of the individual room experience here. So this is our kitchen area, which we've renamed to East 1. In here, we recognize not everybody likes to have a table, and people love the recliners here. So we want to have a recliner here, but we also want to have it safe. So we have a recliner in here. There's sheets on here that's going to be replaced, and we're going to put a new sheet on every single time so that you don't have to worry about it being contaminated. So that is East 1. We're going to move on over to the group rooms that we had before. This is the west side here, so West 2. Now what we did have before was we had 7 treatment areas in this room. This room has changed dramatically, so we wanted to not only abide by the 6-foot rule, but we wanted to take it further. So this room is about 15 by 25, the room space, and we have only 2 treatment areas here now versus the 7. We wanted to make it as safe as possible. So let's take a look at this here. So as you can see right away, we pretty much divided the room, and you can see there's 1 treatment area on the left, 1 treatment area on the right. There isn't any ability to touch anything besides those areas that you're going to put your personal belongings. Now, this screen here, it's notable to see, you can't see the height. Actually, I'm pretty tall myself. I'm about I was 6'2", I'm a little bit less now. But the screen is about 7 feet tall, okay? So when we're looking at coughing or things along these lines, it's equivalent to actually better than a medical curtain, okay? So you're not gonna be taking it, nobody's gonna be touching it, it's gonna separate the room in half. So we have that, and then also in the back, we have another screen here. So it really creates a very intimate environment, and it feels very cozy. Actually, I like this better, the way we have it now, than we had in our other model now. Also, when we're looking at the room itself, each one of these bigger rooms, to take the safety and sanitation one step further, is we have these industrial grade HEPA filters. This has 3 levels of filtration in here, and we have brought that in especially for this time to make sure that people feel ultra safe. Okay? So moving over to the other side, moving over to East, we're going into East 2. Now again, what we had before was we had some recliners here, and then we had 3 other treatment areas here. This room, just like the other room, only has 2 treatment spaces in a room size that, now that I'm remembering, it's about 16 feet width by 30 length, okay? Now these all have industrial grade, these are medical curtains. This is the same thing that you'll see at any one of the COVID locations that have medical curtains here, okay? Same thing. We are the only ones that are gonna be touching that. We also have stations here that you'll, after your treatment, you'll be gloving up, putting hand sanitizer and the such here. During your treatment, you'll be also wearing one of these masks that either you'll have yourself that you provide of your own, or one of the ones that we provide you, okay? And let's take a look at the other space in the back. I can tell right now this is probably gonna be one of our favorite treatment spaces just by the feeling of this room here. It's very spacious, and again, you know, from the head of that table to over here is about 12 feet distance, so double what people are expecting as far as 6 feet. And it's got a nice feel. Again, this room's same as the setups in the other one, has its own sanitation station here. And this is where you're gonna put your personal belongings when you come in here. Jacket, shoes, cell phone, right down here. We've showed that in other videos that you'll see, and this is the area here, okay? We have one more room that I'll show you. And this one is called South, and I think you've been here before. It was an individual room before, but it's also been modified as well so that it's as safe as possible. Again, there's no sheets on the bed here. We've got the paper that we sanitize the table afterwards, and there's another sheet or a roll of paper that's put on top. Again, this room is set up just like every other room here. You're gonna put your personal belongings on this mat here. If you do sit on the chair to sit down, we remove the sheet afterwards and put it in the laundry. And here is also a sanitation station here where you can pick up your gloves afterwards. You can put the hand sanitizer on before, and once you're done with your treatment, you're just gonna leave the treatment room and go out to the parking lot. And we've got other videos that will show how to enter and leave and the different process. So I just wanted to give a bit of a video on how we made the changes in order to make this the best time that you have of your week, hopefully, at our clinic. Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you in the clinic.